Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from whichever part of the world you're from. This is Kavita Ramchand from Life Success Coaching in Mauritius. So, let's continue the chapter 10. We are on the last chapter of You Were Born Rich. It's a book that I have been reading for quite some time now. We're on the last chapter, and my book readings are going to continue in my private book now, in my private group on Facebook now. If you're interested to join it, let me know. Send me a message on Facebook. I'm there, or even under the comment section here. So let's continue reading the book because it's an amazing book. And this is the law that I think has worked wonders in my life, and it will for you too if you put it into practice. So Bob says here, therefore, you must reach the point where you realize that your true self knows no limits, that in truth, you are capable of having, doing, or being virtually anything you desire to be. But when individuals fail to appreciate this basic truth, when they are honestly convinced that their supply is limited, that their real security lies in money or things, they will be afraid to try anything new. Indeed, it takes no great wisdom to understand that they will want to hold on to what they already have and they will try to accumulate even more of the same. This is something very, very important for us to understand. All right. I mean, just imagine you're being told you can be, you can do, you can have, you can be anything you want to be. Okay. And most people fail to appreciate that for the simple reason that they think that their supply is limited. I want you to know that there is a creative energy flowing to and through you at all times that knows how to give you what you want. The only thing is you have to say what you want. How simple is that? Most people are not even believing that they can have what they want. What a shame. We are the highest form of creation on this planet. You know, to think that God cannot give you what you want, I would say, why? Why do you think like that? Why not think that, yes, there is an infinite supply? We can see it in nature. You plant one seed, it grows into a tree with I don't know how many leaves and how many fruits. You cannot even count. You pluck a fruit, another one will come out. It's the same law that governs creation and governs you as a human being because you're part of nature. You just want to think what you want and then let go and let God. It's something as simple as that. And yet we are afraid to let go of what we currently have because we are not sure whether it's going to come to us or not. That's what I say. Do we really have faith? Or are we just hoping and wishing for things? You know, faith, blind faith, doesn't work. If you have faith based on understanding, and that can only come if you study. Without studying, you will not be able to develop that kind of faith. And there are many forms of study, whichever works for you. Like for me, I had to study this information like a scientist. I was not ready to believe that because nobody had ever told me that the supply is infinite. Ask for what you want and it shall be given. Yes, we hear this in in a context of God, but because you've never seen God and you've never seen anybody like that, you kind of, I mean, forget anybody. You have to only see your own family, you know. And what I have seen growing up was always fear. Fear. Where was faith? Yes, faith was blind. It was not real faith. It was not faith based on understanding. But my mother, I saw that in her. She never had any fears. She always used to say, it's going to come when I need it. And I was like, really? And I grew up believing that, but I grew up also seeing other things. So I was very lost and confused at one time. I really wanted to know what's the truth. And when I discovered it through this knowledge, through these teachings of Bob Proctor, my life just turned around like a U-turn. And that's why I'm here teaching this to you, because most of us have not learned this. So here he says, if you so desire, you may put this vacuum law of prosperity to a very simple and practical test yourself. Just take an ordinary cup and set it on the table. There, I have a cup here. If you set this on a table or on your desk, then ask yourself whether you are able to put anything else where that cup rests. The answer, of course, is that you cannot. It's already occupying this space, right? So, how can you put something else there? There's no vacuum there, right? Now, the same principle holds true with respect to a piece of furniture. Therefore, as long as your sofa sits where it is presently sitting, even if you don't like it, you cannot put a new sofa in its place. Similarly, as long as your clothes hang where they are hanging, you cannot put new clothes in their place. Now, understand this further. This is what is the most interesting part here. The identical principle is also applicable in the realm of ideas. For example, if you have one idea in your mind suggesting that you should travel east, and then suddenly another idea pops into your mind suggesting that you should be traveling west, it goes without saying that you will be placed in a serious bind, like go, not go here, go there, go here, go there. It's really confusing, isn't it? And this is why mental health today is so important. It boils down to something as simple as this: whether I should do this or I should do that. That indecision is is so strong in people. It was in me, I know, I can tell you. I was so afraid, and yet I felt I had faith that I could. I had confidence, but my confidence kept dwindling because that indecision held me back all the time. It's a very negative space to be in, trust me. And it goes without saying that you will be placed in a serious bind. For there is absolutely no way that you can travel in both directions simultaneously, obviously, right? Clearly, it is absolutely essential that you let go of the one idea before you can move yourself into action on the other. The reason for this, as we have already stated, is that nature truly abhors a vacuum. So, you see, this is something very, very important for us to understand, that the future is being created today. The past is gone. Stop holding on to it and have faith that there's an infinite supply that you call God. Have faith. Yes, it's there. If I let go of an old idea, nature, God has to replace it with the new but you have to have the new idea first. If you don't hold on to the new idea, if you let go of an idea that doesn't serve you, and you don't have something to replace it, a better idea, something else will go in that is also like the old idea. You have to have a new idea already on standby that you want to do. And so how do you do this? You start to focus on the new idea, even if it's not yet here, because the future is not yet here, but you can create it right now. This is your present. This is the time you have. It's your gift now. You can already start visualizing that future as if it's already happened. And as you think about that goal that you have, that big goal, you keep giving it power, you keep giving it energy, it will just go into your subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is the body. It goes into your subconscious mind. The other one has to go out. It cannot stay because you're putting something in, and that one, let it go. And as soon as this one comes in, your body's actions are going to change. You're going to attract everything you need to make that become a reality in your life. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that good to know that you can do this? That you have the power to do this? You've been given this power by your creator. It was all of us. We may want different things, but the mind works exactly the same way for everyone. Study yourself, study the way your mind works. Your mind is the most powerful tool that you have. It's like the mouse of a computer. You direct where it's going to go. But if you let your results direct how you should think, well, you're going on creating the same thing again and again. It's so simple. And yet, we find it so difficult. People find it so difficult to do that, to let go. I know that because I was there. That's why I'm saying it. So there you go. Now I'll see you again on Thursday for the next lesson. So take care, everyone, and have a wonderful day. Bye bye. I don't know what this is telling me. Sorry.